So you want to do video, but you think it's too expensive. Guess what? You can do pretty quality video for under $150. A few years ago, I started doing movie reviews, and I found that one of the easiest ways for me to do them was to just talk into a camera about a movie I just saw. And the last few years have been a process for me to find the best equipment to convey that, microphones, cameras, lights, all that stuff. What does it mean? What do you need to make a good quality video review, or just a good quality video to throw up on YouTube or something like that? And I thought I was going to have to invest a lot of money. And I've gone through a lot of different options over the last 2 or 3 years to kind of find what works best. Here's the truth of the matter. You can do this, exactly what you're seeing for $150 or less, depending on where the price of things are when you get them. Video camera, tripod, microphone, all for under $150. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I use and what the pros and cons are as we review these things. Let's start with the camera. I'm using a Kodak Play Touch, brand new. I shouldn't say brand new. I've been using it for a few weeks. You can see the quality before you right now. In fact, if you take this video on YouTube up to 1080p, you can see the highest quality that it can deliver, at least go up to 720p to see it there. And the truth of the matter is, it doesn't work perfectly. There's some noise in the background, but it seems to pick up faces well and therefore do the lighting well. I will say I do have some periphery light. There's a light over here to shine in the background. I do have a focus light right here just to put some light on my face. Without that, you may even see a little bit more artifacting going on from the camera. But the camera itself I got for $70 on Amazon. Now the reason for that is, interestingly enough, this is the Kodak Play Touch, I think it's Zi10 is the model that I'm using. And the reason it's so cheap is because the Zi8, the one before this, is much better than this one. It's one of the few examples of a product going up in its product line and going down in quality. So this is the lower quality version of the product that it was before. So most people want the Zi8, which is great. That probably is a much better camera and does a much better job. But this one does a decent enough job, and you can get it for $70, which is crazy. Actually, what I did was, first I found it for like 110, but I realized some of the other colors that maybe people don't want are much less. And you know what? You don't even see the color. I'm the one that has to look at it. It's orange. So what? It saved me $40. I'll take it. The reason I went with the Kodak cameras is that they are less expensive and also that they have an audio input. And this is really key. There are few cameras out there in this price range. In fact, this is the only one I could find that you can actually plug a microphone into. There's a microphone plugged in right to the top of the camera, and it's draped all the way down here, and it comes up and through and is sitting right here on my lapel. And this is one of the key parts of doing this, is being able to be heard and to be heard well. Now, as you listen to the audio quality of this, it's not perfect, but you can hear what I'm saying, and I think hear it fairly well. And you know, a lot of times you think you have to have a wireless mic, but this is wired. It's got about, I don't know, 20 feet of cord, and just wired right to the camera and comes right up to my lapel and makes it simple and easy. And it was $20. $20. It's an Audio Technica. I can look at what kind it was. I don't have it written down, but it's an Audio Technica ATR-3350. It delivers good quality for pretty cheap and just has a little on-off switch here that you turn it on and off with, little battery powered that you can do there. Now, one thing I will say about the microphone, since we've moved on to that, the gain on the microphone is not what I would like. It's really low, and that bothers me. Now, you can make your own mind up. I haven't put any effects on this or increased the volume as to whether or not it's too low to be understood. I think you can still understand, but you may need to post-process it, bump it up a little bit because the gain just isn't high enough, coming through this camera especially. I will say about the Kodak Play Touch, we'll go back to that because we're talking about the microphone input. You can actually increase the gain on the camera, which I have, to its max, but that is something you're going to want to do. You're also going to want to take off image stabilization because that offers some digital effects that may mess with the picture as well. Again, just things I've learned over a few weeks of trying to do this. Also, you're going to want a tripod. That's where the other few dollars comes in. You can find a pretty decent one for $15. I think that's what the one, the ViStar tripod that I have, I think costs $15 on Amazon. Overall, for me, ended up costing me like $110, including shipping and tax, to have this setup that I'm using for this video right now. For you, not sure what you'll get it for, but I do have to tell you, if you're looking for something cheap and a cheap way to do this, the Kodak Play Touch with the Audio Technica microphone is a really simple and cheap option that'll get you fairly quality stuff.